Hello, mystery fam. How is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling on this Mask Monday? I'm a little low energy, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just, sleep. Sleep is one thing. And, I'm looking at my face as I'm getting ready for this, and I'm looking and I'm just like, I had almost second thoughts about putting this on the camera today because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on here. What is all this darkness? When I first looked at it, it made me feel like, when you have a little white puppy, little white dog, and, their mustache and stuff from eating gets kind of dyed, gets kind of brownish. That's exactly what that reminds me of. And I don't know. It's ugly. It's ugly. Of course, I know what these are from. And no, I've been using so many different products to try to brighten that up. I use, when I use cold compress and stuff like that. And it's just, I'm not seeing a huge difference. Some of you have been telling that you have noticed a difference in my skin. Thank you so much. But what is this? If someone knows what all this is, because I don't eat my food like that, okay? I don't eat my food like that. Okay, today we are starting some. Let me start putting my products on. This is the lip. It's like it's not an oil, it's just like a lip balm, but it's so soft and so creamy. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it feels so good. It smells good. Now these are at Timu. That's where I purchased this one in a pack of 6 for under $2. So that was like a sale, but these go on sale quite a bit. I love these. I am also using my rose hyaluronic acid eye masks. I love these. I've been using these since I've started this, and maybe I am wondering if I should be I dropped one. If I should be using a different type of eye mask. If you have suggestions on better eye mask, because I really love this one mostly because of how it smells. Now, I have received some eye masks from Linda over at Crazy Mimi. Yup, hey girl. And I am excited to try them. But I'm such a creature of habit that I like want to finish one before I start another one, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking that I don't even, because these feel good, they smell good. It's the smell. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what the smell is. It's cherry blossoms. And that smell is amazing. But I feel that I need to be getting something maybe with a little more product, a little more maybe medicinal type. I'm not really sure. I'm still learning of what does what, like what does hyaluronic acid really do. I do have a little bit more of a grip of what that does, but like the peptides and all that, I have never really sat down and explored what this does. And I probably should, right? I mean, I probably should. It makes sense to do that. But right now I am learning, oh my gosh, I'm really focusing on the so after a year now of me being on YouTube, I am just now focusing on the technical side of things, the technical side of the videos with like the algorithm and that kind of thing. I never paid attention to that before. I am now learning all of this stuff, and it is really hard. It really is. I mean, don't let that sway you. If you want to get on YouTube, do it. Do it because it is so much fun. You feel better about yourself. Yes, there's trolls and all that kind of thing, but that's minute compared to like how I feel that being a creator has changed my life, changed my perception of myself, and really just uplifted me and helped me be in a healthier mental state. you so, and I laugh just because my mental state may not be healthy, but it's a little more balanced, maybe. Um, so today I am going to be using a Camellia Real Veggie Farm from the Dollar Tree. Y'all know, if you're new here, thank you so much. I am happy that you are here. I just had I'm telling you, I'm kind of out of it, a little spacey, a little, I don't know. I don't know what it is. When you just have those days where you feel like not so much low energy, just kind of meh, meh, like the little emoji. Okay, so, and I don't know if I did mention these are from Dollar Tree. They smell fabulous. Now, before I get too deep into this and into the letter today, I do want to say a little something about Erin from Hey Everybody. I know that I'm sure everybody that is here knows who that is. She is really sick right now. So I kind of, want to ask that we keep her in our prayers and in our thoughts so that she can heal well and be better. I just wanted to mention that. I don't, I know that a lot of people love her as I do. And I, just want her to get better, want her to rest, drink lots of fluids, all that kind of stuff when you're sick. But I do know the power of prayer and meditation, and we can all help her to get better. Okay, so moving on from that, love you, Erin. I do have a new set of letters today. Now, I don't look at the letters, I don't read the letters. I did open the letter to see how well I'll be able to read it. It might be a little difficult, but I think I'll be just fine. They are, let's see, let's get this on. Okay, I'm breathing it up my nose. Oh, that feels so good. Oh my gosh, I've been having a hot flash for like over an hour now, and oh, this just feels so wonderful. Oh, yeah, I love how that feels. Love it, love it. Why does that look like it's folded? Okay, so I do have, like I said, a new series of letters that I am so excited about. I do wish I had more Kathy and Frankie, but unfortunately I don't. I think that Lindsay at Mystery Letter Company, that she is the one at the Etsy company where I purchased these letters, kind of dribbles them out, if you know what I'm saying. Let me put this back together so these don't dry out. Oh, it's all about the reflexes, huh? So, how's everybody doing? Did everybody have a good weekend? Or at least have the weekend that they wanted to have? Did you get some rest? Did you get to play? Okay, what's happening? What is happening here? Oh my goodness. Sorry about this. It's just one of those days, Murphy's Law, I think. I'm thinking because I don't know why that won't go on there. And sometimes that's just the kind of day that you have. Okay, I got it on. Don't want those to dry out. I need to get this towel. Let's put on our silicone. Now I do put this on that way. It just makes it a little easier. I don't have to continually. It's funny when I put it on though because it's a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there it holds it on better, and there is less of the squishy, the juicy stuff. I was so excited to put these nails on, and I'm done with them already. I am done with them already. So let me grab my towel. I feel like I'm sinking down in these pillows. Excuse me while I do this. I'm on pillows and I'm trying to scooch my bum up. Okay. Oh, before we do that, want to get into our little bag of sweary affirmations. Pick one out of here. Got one? What are you waiting for? Get out there and effing do it. Right? That's the card for me. I mean, I'm doing it though. You see what I'm saying? I am doing it. I don't know how much more motivation I can have. I'm more motivated. My motivation is faster than how things are happening. Do you know what I'm saying? So I get a little impatient. Okay, I've done this. Now I got to wait for the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Which is life. It's life. Okay, this pack of letters, like most of the time, they come in these old school spreadsheets. The cool thing about this one, though, and I'm going to pull the letters out. That's a big package of letters, isn't it? I love it. I actually have two of those. Let's see. This is actually a spreadsheet from 1977. How cool is that? Now, I haven't taken the time to check it out, see what it is, what it's about. But 1977 was a special year. That was the year Lonnie was born. It's just a good year. It's just a good year. Like a fine wine, right? Although 74 makes a nice second. Listen to me, I'm just being silly. So I don't even know if you can see what is on there. I just thought this was very cool. Now, I don't know if these letters are in order. I'm not sure if she does that. So I don't want to go through the letters and try to, put them consecutively like that. I think we'll be fine. But I'm going to start with this first letter. And this is to a Miss Elaine. I know I'm going to have to use my magnifying glass. His writing is very light and it is very cursive, which is fine. But when it gets to be really, really light like this, can you all see the writing? Can you see it? Look at that. So let me put my eyes on. I am excited about this though, oh my gosh. What happened to my glasses? Let me clean my glasses really quick. That's the one thing about these glasses. I love them so much, all of these glasses. But if you even even get close to the lenses, they get dirty. And because they're so clear and wonderful, any little anything just really, well, for me, it annoys the crap out of me. Before, my other glasses, like I always would buy Dollar Tree glasses for reading glasses. I would take those off sometimes, or I would put them up to a light and be like, oh my goodness, how am I even looking through those? You know what I'm saying? Now with these, it's like I have to keep them clean because I can't handle when there's even any little thing on there. Okay. So I do have my magnifying glass. This is going to help me read so that it's not so terrible and stumbly fumbly for you. How did you all feel about the Friday Mystery Dollar Tree? I loved it. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. Lonnie is just a superstar. He gets a gold star for choosing things. I am so excited about it. And for those of you that have commented, I am getting to my comments. I just finished my comments on the other channel. I will be sitting with your comments tonight. I have seen some comments, and you guys are so sweet to Lonnie. And I know that is uplifting for him. It helps his confidence because things aren't at its, there's things going on. There's things going on. And, sometimes that can bring a person down and it can, kind of bring your confidence down. So just all these really awesome, kind words from you, Talani. He loves it. He loves it. He loves it. And, thank you. And he says thank you also. Every time I read him a comment, he's very thankful and everything. Okay, so this is Miss Elaine Stahl from B, the letter B, man. Now, when I did see this earlier, I was like, B man, like he's B man. You know what I'm saying? And this is from 1942. This came from I was thinking about this. This came from Las Vegas, Nevada, going to California. So I'm thinking about the military um, installments in Nevada, and I'm thinking, ooh, maybe he's working at Area 51, you know? But he's down there during that time. Roswell was 1947. Okay, this is his letter, and as you see, it is really light, but I am going to do my best to read this because this, like I said, is a series. There are many letters from this gentleman to this woman. We actually have a couple sets of series in here, so I'm pretty excited about that. So Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Got to get my magnifying glass. Good afternoon, my dearest. I just received your okay, your most I just received your most welcome letter and your letter from you. Will I from you? Synergy have been having a lot. This is really, really hard. But I want to do this because I'm seeing the word bombing. So I really want to do this. It's not a super long letter. Let me see. I need a pair of glasses where they're magnifying glasses like this. So I don't have to hold the magnifying glass. You know what I mean? Like I've seen something that is that like jewelers glasses. Is that the same thing or is it not? Because if I can purchase one of those and be able to read like if I'm looking through a magnifying glass, that would be really awesome. Can you let me know about that, please? Because I don't know. And some of these letters are so hard. Okay, starting again. Good afternoon, my dearest. I just received your most welcome letter and was sure glad to hear from you. Well, and then it says well or will, and then it's got this letter that looks, see, you can't even hardly see it. Right there that looks like an I. It says will, but saying will I doesn't go with the well I. You sure have been having a lot of right wait writers in LA. I am so sorry, y'all. See, I hear you had a bombing and I hear you had a bombing and it almost looks like Blood Scouts. I hope they don't drop any bombs near you. This is crazy. This is crazy. Were they bombing in California in 1942? I don't, that doesn't ring a bell for me. Bombs near you. It will be too bad for them because after I after I get mad, well, you know. So hopefully they won't be bombing near you because he says, well, after I get mad, well, you know. That's what he says. Okay. So that's crazy. Okay, will you know? Okay, well, you know. I I get mad. And then it says well and it looks like well E, it looks like an E. Well, something on the way to mail your letters. Let's see. When I'm on the way to mail your letter, some across the shops, and this is so difficult. This is so difficult. And the back, because the back is super light and super messy. So I'm almost wondering if I should look through the other series and see, or just look. Let me just look. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm very interested in this and I'm a little bummed. Let me look at the next letter and see how well it looks. And gosh, I hope this doesn't. At least it looks like this letter he wrote with a pen. This one is Las Vegas, 1942, from B Man, Miss Elaine Stahl. Sorry, I'm having like oh, yeah, a spasm in my back. Okay, this one may be a lot easier. So let me try this one. Maybe I could sit with this other one and, because this is the front of the letter that I'm going to be reading. And this is the front of the letter I was trying to read. Obviously, he was writing in pencil. Maybe I could sit with it and see if I can decipher it. It doesn't seem like that hard, but goodness sake. Okay, so let's try this one. This one, this is another one where they do it on paper like this, and then you can open it up. I've seen these letters like this quite a lot. I just think it's something different. I've never written a letter like this, and the paper is very parchment like paper. This is Sunday, December 13th, 1942. Dear Elaine, a few lines to let you know I am just feeling fine, hoping to hear the same from you. Write and let me know what you hear from Bernard. Bree got several cards from the road and probably he's in Florida by now, as it is 10 days since he left California. I talked to one of the officers of the Army Air Gunnery School here, and he told me that they only keep the boys 8 miles in Florida, and then send them okay, and then send them back to the coast here. So I hope time moves on fast. Also said that it is nice and warm in Florida and that the boys live in hotels. So I wonder if he's like some type of top officer maybe. I'm really bummed because I really wanted to read that first letter. So I'm so very sorry. I'm so sorry. I tried my hardest and it just was really super hard. I did get a little bit, but hearing that he was talking about bombings, here the way he's talking about the gunnery school, the Army Air Gunnery School, and that the boys sending the boys to Florida, that sounds like he might be like a top official. I wonder if he like says top secret things in these letters and they just were never a big deal. The woman that does these through Etsy got a hold of them. She says she doesn't read them. She says she doesn't read any of these letters. She just makes sure that they're in there, and that type of thing. But it says so on her website, on Etsy website, on her page. She talks about these letters, and I do always put the link to my purchases and the shop through Etsy down in the description box. And if you have any other questions, please just pop it in the comment. If you are not comfortable with writing in the comments, you can always email me, and my email is down in the description box. Okay, he says, I will be in Los Angeles for Christmas, as is our closing our job down here for 3 days, and we'll see you. Write and let me know how you feel and keep your chin up, as it's not going to be long, Bernie. Bernie will be back as time moves on. So so he's Bernie, right? So he's literally talking about himself. Won't be long. Bernie will be back as time moves on. Oh, that's so like just that type of language. I love that so much. How does your grandmother feel? Give her my regards and also let me know what what you hear from Bernard. So we'll close with regards. And then it says Bernie's dad. My address is I can't it says Sprout Man, care of the the something. I can't read what that is. It's like they're like when you make something smaller. I can't think of that word right now, but I know y'all will tell me. But yeah, it's signed to Bernie's dad. So is this Bernie's dad writing to Elaine? Okay, write and let me know what you hear from Bernard. So Bernard is the gentleman who they call Bernie too. So this is Elaine's. Okay, I'm not even sure what's happening here because he totally says in the last letter, he's like, my dearest, and saying he's coming to see him. I am not sure what is going on in this letter. Let me try to read this letter one more time. Dear Elaine, a few lines to let you know I am just feeling fine, hoping to hear the same from you. Write and let me know what you hear from Bernard. Okay. Bree got several cards from the road and probably is in Florida by now, as it is 10 days since he left California. I talked to one of the officers of the Army Air Gunnery School here, and so maybe his dad is like military also, and this is what he's going through. And then send them back to the coast here, so I hope time marches on fast. So it's not moves, marches, I'm sorry. He also said that it is nice and warm in Florida and that the boys been in hotels. So that's just kind of weird too, isn't it? I will be in Los Angeles for Christmas as in our closing our job down here for 3 days and we'll see you. Right? And let me know how you feel and keep your chin up as it won't be long. Bernie will be back as time marches on. This is so sweet. Okay, now there's a little more context into the fact that this isn't her love, this is her love's father, and he must be doing something that he can't be writing letters or that type of thing. That is really cool. Time as time marches on. How does your grandmother feel? Give her my regards and also let me know what you hear from Bernard. So we'll close with regards. Bernie's dad. He doesn't even sign his name. He just says Bernie's dad. Well, that's kind of interesting. Also, the fact that maybe that's why it was easier to read, and also in ink. Let's look at one more, shall we? Or shall I just wait? I'm so excited about these consecutive letters, but we are at 28 minutes, so I think I'm going to save that for next week. Keep you all guessing what's going on. That first letter, though, that really had me. Like, he's writing to this woman who is in California and asking her about a bombing. Like, how kind of weird and scary is that, you know? Like, how scary is that? Excuse me. So I'm really hoping these are working. Please let me know if you can tell me what this is. I do Google things, but it's so much easier when we can just talk and y'all can let me know what's up. You know what I mean? It's just dark. And I actually noticed it when I put makeup on the other day that it was really dark. And I was like, this is new. This is new. Kind of a bummer. Now, I have been only once a week. I am using and it's usually on Monday. So like later this evening when it's time to just chill, watch some YouTube or whatever, I will do the microderm roller, the microderm roller. I use this peptide. It's a peptide serum that I just purchased from Timu, and then I do a light therapy. I do the light therapy. They tell you to start out with between 10 minutes. So I've only been doing between 10 and 15 minutes just because I kind of want to take it slow because you just, and the light therapy mask, I am using the red light therapy, but it also has green and blue and all these different colors. And I have not looked up to find out what the green does, what the blue does. All I know is about the red and, what I see in other videos. I see other beauty creators. It's all about the red light therapy, right? And I'm hoping that their red light therapy for the head, like I have seen Aaron for Hey Everybody and Linda from Crazy Mimi Yup both use those. Excuse me so much. It's Duncan's fault. So let me get a little hydration, or actually, it doesn't hydrate you; it dehydrates you. But get that going because I'm not like sitting here belching. I have problems. I have problems. Let's just say it like that. I have gastrointestinal issues and I'll get the hiccups a lot and it hurts. It hurts so bad. And it seems like it's just from breathing. If you can relate to that, let me know and let me know what you do. I have GERD. I'm hoping I don't have it anymore. I've had to have an endoscope. I've got ulcers and scarring. And, they tell me, oh, well, stomach cancer is the slowest moving cancer. So don't worry about it. So I haven't been. You know what I'm saying? I've got other things I'm trying to do. But I did change my diet a lot. And, you know, the first thing going from instead of the big meals, because we only eat once a day. I know that's not right. I know that is not right. Okay. But I'm not hungry in the morning. And so we have one big meal. We do snack through the day. We do eat good things like apples and fruit and stuff like that. But we only have one meal. And it's usually dinner most of the time. Unless it's the weekend, we might have like brunch type of thing. I'm not sure why I went all into this, but it could be partially to do what the heck is wrong with my skin. One thing is I do drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water. So I thought that was like the miracle thing to keep your skin beautiful. I don't know. Let me know how y'all felt about this week's letter. It's just the introduction. I know it was a little bumpy, but it does kind of put into our brain what we're dealing with. We've got Bernard and Elaine and his dad. Not even his name. He just says Bernie's dad. So I thought that was, So we're in 1942, right? Which is the Second World War. He's in Nevada. 1947 is when Roswell happened. I mean, nobody knew about Area 51 back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious. I'm curious to what's going on, and I hope you are curious too. And we will see that in next week's video. But I will be here Wednesday with a mystery unboxing of, I believe it's a zodiac sign type thing. I'm not really sure. I will have all the links to the letters, the shop in the description box. If you have any other questions, as I said before, please just ask. Any kind of tips. Most of y'all know that I love communicating with you. And I have learned so much from y'all, and I am so appreciative. So please, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit one of the thumbs because it helps me continue to bring this awesome content to you and more. And thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here, hanging out with me. I love every single one of you. And until next video, please, please remember to be kind humans.